the vast land of Bharata, where wisdom and tradition intertwined like the sacred rivers, the great sage Vyasa prepared to compose the most monumental epic known to mankind, the Mahabharata. This was no ordinary tale. It was a grand narrative that would encapsulate the essence of dharma, righteousness, duty, and the intricate dynamics of human relationships. Vyasa knew that such a work required a scribe of unparalleled skill and wisdom, someone who could capture the depth and magnitude of the story without faltering. Vyasa was no ordinary sage. He was the son of sage Parashara and Satyavati, possessing divine intellect and an extraordinary gift for storytelling. His vision extended beyond the limitations of time. He sought to create a work that would not only narrate history, but also serve as a guiding light for future generations. However, no human could match the speed and precision required to transcribe his verses. For this task, he needed divine assistance. After days of deep meditation, Vyasa arrived at a single conclusion. There was only one being in all the realms capable of undertaking such an enormous responsibility: Lord Ganesha, the deity of wisdom, intellect, and the remover of obstacles. With his resolve firm, Vyasa set forth on a journey to Mount Kailash, the abode of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati. After days of arduous travel, he finally reached the celestial peaks, where he beheld the ever-radiant Ganesha, seated beneath a grand tree, lost in deep contemplation. The young yet mighty deity, with his elephant head and potbelly, radiated an aura of both wisdom and childlike mirth. Bowing before Ganesha, Vyasa spoke with great reverence. "O Ganesha, Lord of wisdom and intellect, I seek your assistance in a sacred task. I am composing an epic that will serve as a beacon of knowledge and dharma for all generations to come. But I require a scribe who can transcribe my words as I narrate them without delay or interruption." Ganesha's large ears twitched with interest. He knew of Vyasa's wisdom and the significance of his undertaking. With a gleam of curiosity in his eyes, he replied, "O great sage, I shall be your scribe. But I have a condition. You must ensure that you narrate continuously without pause. If you falter, even for a moment, I shall stop writing, and the task shall remain incomplete." Vyasa, wise as he was, recognized the challenge in Ganesha's condition. He needed moments to think, to weave his verses with the precision they required. After contemplating the situation, he devised a clever counter-condition. "O Lord, I accept your condition, but you must only write down a verse after fully understanding its meaning." Ganesha nodded, impressed by the sage's quick thinking. Thus, the agreement was sealed, and the great task commenced. Seated in a tranquil grove, beneath the vast expanse of the cosmic sky, Vyasa began his narration. His voice carried the weight of ages as he spoke of the great Kurukshetra war, of valor and betrayal, of love and sacrifice. Ganesha's quill moved with divine swiftness, capturing every word flawlessly upon sacred parchments. The process was relentless. For days and nights, Vyasa continued to recite, while Ganesha wrote with unwavering focus. Yet Vyasa's wisdom shone through. At critical moments, he would narrate verses of profound complexity, forcing Ganesha to pause and contemplate their deeper meaning. This allowed Vyasa the necessary time to compose the next segment without violating their agreement. Hours turned into days, and days into weeks. The intensity of the task remained unbroken. Ganesha's quill danced across the parchment, but the strain began to show. The sheer force with which he wrote, combined with the depth of Vyasa's words, caused an unexpected event. His quill suddenly snapped. For a brief moment, there was silence. The flow of words had halted, not due to Vyasa, but because the very tool of writing had failed. Ganesha, however, was not one to let obstacles deter him. Without hesitation, he did something that would forever be remembered as an act of ultimate dedication. He broke off one of his own tusks and, without a second thought, fashioned it into a new quill. Vyasa, though deep in his narration, paused as he witnessed this remarkable act. He marveled at the depth of Ganesha's commitment. The great lord had sacrificed a part of himself for the sake of completing the sacred work. This moment, small yet profound, became an eternal lesson. True dedication demands sacrifice. With his newly formed quill, Ganesha resumed writing, unaffected by the pain of his self-inflicted wound. The narration continued, weaving through the lives of the Pandavas, the Kauravas, Krishna's divine wisdom, and the great war that reshaped history. For many months, the duo worked tirelessly until at last the final words were spoken and the last verse was written. The Mahabharata, the greatest epic of humanity, was complete. As Ganesha set down his tusk quill, he looked at Vyasa, his eyes reflecting both exhaustion and fulfillment. Vyasa, with folded hands, bowed deeply to the divine scribe. "O Ganesha, your dedication has made this work immortal. Your sacrifice shall never be forgotten." Ganesha simply smiled. "True service demands sacrifice, O sage. If my task could serve a greater purpose, then it was never mine to keep." The story of Ganesha's role in writing the Mahabharata became as legendary as the epic itself. His broken tusk came to symbolize not loss, but the willingness to sacrifice for knowledge and duty. In temples, sculptures, and paintings, Lord Ganesha would forever be depicted with one broken tusk, a reminder of his selfless act. For generations, scholars and devotees alike drew inspiration from this tale. It taught them the value of perseverance, the importance of intellect, and above all, the spirit of unwavering dedication. Thus, in the kingdom of true devotion, even the smallest gift, when given with love, becomes the most precious of all. And so, the question remains, what are we willing to sacrifice in pursuit of wisdom and duty?